Hello, everybody. It's Daniel speaking, and this is our next emotional English podcast where we learn an English language effortlessly, emotionally, fulfilled with energy, and of course, positively. Yeah. So, I was sick. And that's not a very pleasant feeling, to be honest. I felt not well, not good. My voice is still kind of sick, and I'm sorry about that. And today, I have another topic for you guys to memorize some vocab related to the topic of sickness, health problems, and all things like that. Okay, I have a great website. I found a great website with a good article about our topic, and today I'll show you the 3 reasons why do we get sick. 3 main reasons why do we get sick. As always, I want to share my own knowledge. What is sickness? What is a health issue or problem? And then we'll discuss it all together. We'll read the author idea on the website, and then we'll go and discuss further, okay? So what is the website I'm using today? The website is www.whywegetsick.com. So very obvious website. And to be honest, this website is kind of almost dead. It's a WordPress website, but it's still alive. I mean, on the website, right? It's still available. And the problem here, I cannot see who is the author of the text. And that's kind of weird. But I still want to share with you the knowledge of these 3 reasons why we get sick. And I'll tell you why I got sick, what is my main reason, and we'll just share our own thoughts on this topic. So let's start with a little introduction area, right? And it's just the first word from the author of the text, what she or he has here. Let's check it out, and then I'll start our topic. So I was inspired to create Why We Get Sick because of some challenging circumstances in my life over the last few years. So the author is saying circumstances in my life. It's a very good word, circumstances, right? It's what is circumstance? Circumstance, it's a fact or it's a condition connected with a specific event or an action, relevant action or activity. So it's connected to the action which has happened with you, let's imagine, right? What is relevant. So the circumstances, it's a special fact or condition connected with your life. And the person had some challenging circumstances in her or his life over the last few years. Let's imagine, what is a circumstance I had this week, right? I had the running race. So it was a special circumstance for me because it was planned, but it's happened. The situation with my sickness was accident, and it's happened accidentally with me. So this circumstance was not so good to me, right? But other circumstances could be the sickness of your kid. If the kid is small, right? Let's imagine it's a very negative circumstance. Another circumstance could be the bad mark at school. Let's imagine you got the bad mark at school. Your English teacher gave you F, right? The bad mark. And then you're very, very depressed because this is a negative circumstance, right? In your life. And there are some challenging circumstances in life related to the sickness or to the health issues. Let's continue. What is the author's problem? I lost my mother to cancer. Oh my God, that's terrible. My mother-in-law to cancer, and a lovely Angelic friend Amy to cancer, and the list goes on. Oh my God. So the author, lost so many people in the reason of cancer. Cancer, it's a big disease. It's a very terrible disease when your body protesting and killing itself. Okay. And if you know what is the chemical therapy is, so people drink or eat chemicals to get rid of the cancer, because cancer killing itself, killing the body itself, and it's not a very pleasant disease, very hard to get rid of. I just received an email that a colleague's mother has cancer and is starting treatments. Another friend of mine just had intrusive surgery. Oh my God, intrusive surgery to remove a large tumor. Oh my God. So intrusive, it's like a big trouble with a big annoyance, right? Uninvited, unwelcomed, right? Intrusive. An intrusive surgery, it's just the surgery which you need to make very fast, right? As soon as possible, because something is happening with your body, and the person here had a large tumor. Tumor, it's a bad thing. It's like cancer, but it's just the amount of the growth tissues just abnormal, going and growing fast and inside of your body, and you need to get rid of it as soon as possible. It's called tumor. And the person is sure that you have similar experiences. Of course, we all do. I lost my grandmother in the reason of breast cancer, right? And it's not a very good thing. But anyway, it's sad moments of our life. It's negative circumstances of our life. So you have similar experience, right? With your friends, your family, and you see emails delivering that bad news that Charlie has cancer, Debbie has diabetes, right? Diabetes. What is diabetes, right? It's the problem when you cannot eat sugar. It's, I think it's intolerance to sugar, I think, right? So you cannot be tolerant to sugar anymore. So your body is rejecting sugar. And if you do eat sugar, your body reacting negatively, very negatively. So let's say a couple more comments related to what the source of real health is. Just the introduction, like I said, we're just discussing the introduction. My wise mother, who died at the young age of 74 and who was the daughter of immigrant, a dairy farmer in the upstate New York, taught me at an early age that your health is your greatest wealth, and without health, you don't have wealth. Okay, that's a good phrase. Let's discuss it. Your health is your greatest wealth. I very like it. So, our health is very important for our life, right? Why? Because without health, you cannot work, you cannot do your job properly, right? So it's all connected with your health. For example, I didn't work last week, right? Why? Because I was sick. And in the reason of my sickness, I couldn't do any job, right? I couldn't make any money. It's a problem, right? So our health is the greatest wealth for us, because without our health, we have no chances, right, to have wealth. Wealth, it's something connected with financial side and your life adventure, right? When you have wealth, you're having a healthy way of living, healthy life. It's called wealth. But classically, people say that wealth is connected with the material world. When you have a car, when you have a big house, and you have no credits, it's called wealth. But you cannot have wealth without a health. Indeed, you don't have wealth without a health. Just the playing of words. I like it. So let's read it again. Your health is your greatest wealth, and without health, you don't have wealth. So, and the author says, this stuck with me. Stuck, it means connected so close. All of us aspire to live long and healthy lives so we can see our children grow up and meet our future grandchildren. Unfortunately, we see too many of our close friends and family become ill, sometimes terminally ill, and they die leaving behind loving friends as spouse and young children. Spouse, it's a person who is in the good relationship with you. For example, it's a husband or wife. So when you consider in relation to your partner, so it's a spouse for you. It's your second part, yin and yang, right? It's your second part of yourself. And the author continues, because of my mother planting this seed in me, the seed, it's like a little seed to plant something. And the seed was, your health is your greatest wealth. Without health, you don't have wealth. The mother planting the seed to the author, and it's seeing too many loved ones and friends become sick and die before their time. I set off on lifelong journey to learn why we get sick, and I'm going to share what I have learned from reading dozens of books, researching, and attending health conferences. My hope is that I can help you learn the truth about why we get sick. And if you know and understand why we get sick, the assumption is that you can change your lifestyle, change your habits, and improve your overall health profile. And I like the word assumption. Right? Assumption, it's something which you accepted as something true, and without any proofs. Your assumption is, I think, right? My assumption that health is important for me, right? It's what do you think right now? It's your assumption. We have assumption about the war in Ukraine. We have assumption about the American president. We have different assumptions in our mind, and all of them are connected with the truth or proofs, but some of them are not. So they're not without any proofs. We cannot prove it, right? It's our assumptions only, right? For example, I say, okay, Barack Obama is gay, right? And you say, whoa, come on. Is it your assumption or you do have proofs? And I say, oh, of course I do have proofs because Michelle Obama, she is not a girl. She is a man. And you're like, oh my God. Is it your assumption or is it the truth? And I say, of course, it's just my assumption. I'm a big conspiracy theorist, so that's why it's just my assumption, but I believe in it, so I accepted it as the truth. Okay, so it's my assumption, like assumption. Okay, so and that's what the persons believe in. Poor health, unmanaged and uncontrolled, can be unforgiven and can put us enormous burden on our treatment, savings, and our family. So enormous burden. I like this word, burden. You are overburdened, right? It's the very popular phrase when you play any RPG game and you cannot burden more because you're overburdened. It means that you cannot have more swords or weapons or shields in your inventory. So you're overburdened, right? You're just loaded too much stuff, right? So enormous burden. And the sickness or problem, it's an enormous burden for us. You cannot work with this burden. You cannot go for fun, right? You cannot do anything because you're overburdened with sickness, with your health problems. And that was the introduction to our today's conversation, right? And we speak about why do we get sick? And there are 3 reasons why, right? Let's do this. I will read each reason with you, and then I'll comment with my own thoughts, and we'll discuss a little bit about each reason. We'll discuss it and have a little nice talk. The first reason, what the author says here, the first reason why we get sick is because we are malnourished. This means that the food we are eating are not properly nourishing our bodies, and we're not receiving the proper amount of vitamins and minerals essential to helping our body thrive. Many, many good words here. The first word, what I see is malnourished, right? Malnourished. What does it mean malnourished? It's when you suffer, when you endure from malnutrition. What does it mean malnutrition? It's another good word. It's the lack of proper nutrition. When you're not having good vitamins, when you're not having enough fruits and vegetables, you're having the lack of proper nutrition, and it's called malnutrition, right? And malnourished, it's a suffering from malnutrition, right? When you feel malnourished, it means that you have not enough vitamins in your mind, in your brain, in your body. You need more things to eat, right? So that's the malnourished. The first reason why we get sick is because we're malnourished. Do I agree with this point? Yes, I do agree. Because when your body is malnourished, you feel less energized, you feel not good, and the chances to get sick are getting higher and higher day after day because you're not having a proper amount of vitamins and nutrients, right? So I agree with that. Another word which we've seen here, it was amount of minerals and essential elements. Minerals, you know the minerals, right? It's a friend of vitamin, right? Minerals, vitamins, and essential elements. Essential means very important, essential. So essential vitamin is vitamin C to protect our immune system. For example, it's an essential vitamin, and to helping our body thrive. I like this word thrive. It means to grow, to develop well, to go, to run. So your body is working nicely when you eat enough vitamins and minerals and other elements, essential elements. But your body cannot thrive, cannot work properly without these elements, okay? So you need to eat healthy. You need good amount of vitamins and nutritions because it's an essential part of our life, right? We need to be well prepared, well prepped to our challenges. So thrive, right? Thrive, develop well, right? Or grow. So let's go next. The second reason why we get sick is because our body is toxic. Do I agree with this? Yes, I do agree because toxins are all over our body. And when you drink alcohol, it means that you're creating toxins inside of your body. So as more toxins you have, as better chance to get sick you have right away. So it's the second reason why you get sick, because you have too many or too much toxins inside of you, right? So toxic means that our body has a larger than normal toxic burden. And again, the word burden, toxic burden, it means the amount of energy you can go through without problem. But then when you overburden with toxins, so you cannot go further, you're sick, you're getting sick, and then this can cause you the key detoxifying organs such as liver to underperform, right? So detoxifying organ, it's the organ which provides your body detoxification, removing the toxic substances from your body, right? So it's the detoxification process. And what is the organ helps us with that? Of course, it's our liver. Liver helps us to detox, right? People use this word a lot, detox our body. So the liver helps us to detox our body. And toxins, it's the reason number 2 why we get sick very often, because we have too many of these toxic elements inside of our body. Our organs doesn't work properly, don't work properly, right? Many organs. And it means that we get sick very easily. That's a problem. That's a problem. The next one, the reason number 3, is the third reason we get sick is because we have too much emotional baggage. That is essentially true. And that is my reason for my last sickness, for my last problem with health, because I was fulfilled with emotions, right? And I got too much stress. I got too much work. When your life is very intense, when you have a lot of things happening in your life without stop, without proper relaxation, it means that you're having emotional baggage, too much, right, of it. And it's another reason why we're getting sick. And my problem, because I'm losing all my energy through my life, and in the reason of emotional absence, right, I feel sick all the time. But I hope to work on it. I try to meditate. I try to do yoga, and it helps me to burden my emotional baggage, my emotional sides, and my emotional life in general. And to be honest, related to my story, I had a problem with my health because I had finished the big journey to the mountains. We've been in the mountains, and it was like a good hiking, about 30 kilometers hiking in the mountains in Garachi here in my place. And then next day I had a running race. I had a nice timing. It was about 57. I ran like 57 minutes, right, per 2 kilometers I finished. And then 20 more kilometers of walking right after the event. So for my emotional baggage, it was too much, and my body got sick, of course. And so it's not a very pleasant thing, but I'm sorry, a little bit yawning today. So sorry about that, guys. But emotional baggage is vitally important, just to make sure that you understand that. Some of this emotional baggage can be obvious, such as stress, and some other emotional baggage may be less obvious, right? So what do you think? What is the biggest emotional baggage we have in life? It's our stress, right? So our stress, as more stress we feel, as better or the worse we feel. We feel worse because as the more stress you experience, the worse emotions you have, and we know that emotional and neural system connected to our health drastically, right, or directly. So that's the point, right? That's the point. So that's why we have only 3 reasons. Right. Now I want to ask you guys, what is the reason? Why do we get sick? Do you have any ideas, right? Why we get sick? So what is the reason number 1? What is the reason number 2? And the reason number 3? Let's revise our today's topic. Let's discuss it deeper, right? So what is the reason number 1? Just tell me a couple of words. What do you think? Okay. So what is the first reason again? Okay. Malnourished body, right? What kind of word I used again? Can you repeat that? Malnourished, right? Malnourished body, right? So what does this word means? What does this word mean to us? It means that our body has not enough nutrition, right? Not enough vitamins, not enough minerals, right? Not enough essential elements, right? We need more elements, right? Nourishing our body, right? Properly nourishing our body. Nourishing, this word nourish, right? If you're confused still. So this word nourish, it means provide with food or the substance. So when we eat, we properly nourishing our body. When we don't eat, do we nourish our body? No, of course we don't. We don't nourish our body when we don't eat properly. It was the first reason, right? Malnourished body, right? We need more vitamins. Do you know any vitamins? Vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin A, right? Many good vitamins for our body. Some of them are very important. Some of them are not. And that's the first reason. What is the reason number 2, guys? Tell me, help me with that. So the second reason we get sick is because our toxicity, right? Or toxic body. So what are toxins, guys? What makes toxins outside of our body? I hope that I know that everything makes a lot of toxins. Our stress makes a lot of toxins. Our negative effects, our negative emotions create toxins inside. Our anger, and of course, bad food like McDonald's, fast food. Creates a lot of toxins. And which organs helps us with this problem? So which organ helps us to detox? Of course, the main organ is liver, right? If you're an alcoholic, your liver saves your life day after day. So that's the point. So what is the most important organ for alcoholics? Indeed, the liver, indeed. So that's the main important organ because liver helps us to detox, to remove toxins out from our body, right? So that's the most part. And the third reason why people get sick is because we have too much of what? Emotional baggage, emotional luggage, emotions, and negative, stressful feelings, right? So pretty obvious, but it's less obvious, to be honest. Most people think that, oh, I got sick because the wind blowed so fast and I got sick. Okay, but it's not really depends on the wind. It depends on your body conditions. If your body is powerful enough to resist, there is no wind can beat you, okay? There is no wind. So you can beat any type of disease. I mean, your immune system can, but personally you are as well. But classically saying, when we say that you're getting sick, you need to take care of all parts of your life, right? So don't be malnourished. Don't have a very intoxicated body and have a positive emotional baggage. Control your emotional baggage, okay? And you'll be all right. That's our topic for today, guys. Why do we get sick? 3 reasons. We got these. And I hope you got and you've learned some new vocab today. And if you do have something to say to me, please go to my website, www.danilabondarenko.ru, and then my Instagram account, www.instagram.com/bondarison. I have an account on TikTok. It's bondarison.English. Please subscribe. Please, let's stay connected. Let's stay on the line. So very soon I'll make more content related to my videos. Now I'm a little bit under the weather, so that's why I have a lack of content on my channels right now. But still, I do this beautiful podcast for you guys. Thank you to continue listening our podcast. Thank you to be with us. It's really cool to stay positive, to learn English all together, because this is the way how we can beat whatever we want to beat, right? Thank you. It was Daniel for you here, guys, for you. And let's stay on the line, and I'll see you very soon. See you later, alligators. Take care.